Hello everyone, I am Piyush Vairade, instructor for DBMS course. Now in this particular tutorial, we are going to discuss DDL commands, that is data definition language commands. Okay, so what are the DDL commands here? So when I say data definition language, it means we are defining the structure of a database. So all those commands which deals with the structure of a database. When I say a structure, it means the table name, the column name, and all the metadata about the columns, right? So if we want to do any changes in that, so that is what a data definition language commands are. Okay. So let's discuss one by one. So let's go to PG admin and discuss this particular DDL commands. Okay. So here you can see the DDL commands. We are going to discuss these 5 commands in this particular tutorial. That is create, alter, drop, truncate and rename. We already discussed about the create command in the previous tutorial for creating a table. Okay, so let's quickly discuss that also. So first one is create command. Here you can see create command. It is used to create a new database object like a table, or you can also create a database by using this particular thing. So if you have watched the tutorials where we are executing the SQL commands in the shell, so in that case we have to use this particular query, create database, then database name. So this will create a database by that particular database name. So we can create a database by using this particular command as well, and view also. Okay, so what is the syntax for creating a table? So this is syntax for creating a table. Here you can see create table, then you have to specify the table name. Whatever the table name you want to give, that you have to specify here, and in the bracket here you can see you have to specify the column name, its data type along with the constraint, right? So constraints are not mandatory part. The column name and data type are the mandatory part. And what are data types and what are different types of constraint, we already discussed in the previous tutorial. Okay, so this is about the creating a table. Create one table. So here you can see create table employees. I want to create a table employee having employee ID, data type integer and primary key, first name varchar 50, last name varchar 50 and age as an integer data type. Okay, so I want to create a table named employee with these 4 columns, that is employee ID, first name, last name and age. And if you observe here, for this 3 column I don't have any constraint, right? It means I can have a null values also, it means I can have a duplicate also. If we are not specifying any constraint, it means that I can have a null value as well as duplicate value as well. So let's execute this particular command. Just select this particular command and here you can see the execute button. So here you can see create table, the query returned successfully. So we have successfully created a table. Now if I want to see this particular table, so what I have to write? We already discussed this in the previous tutorial. Simply select the from table name. Now what is table name? Employees here, right? So just select this and you can execute. So here I can see the table has been created with these 4 columns. So this is how I can create a table in SQL. Okay, simple. You want a column name and its data type, and if you want to restrict or put some constraint, you can also do that, right? So I hope you understand how to create a table in SQL. The second command is alter command. Let us discuss that also. So here you can see alter command is used to modify the structure of existing table. Okay, so suppose I have a table which already created, but if I want to modify a column, suppose I want to add a column, I want to delete a column, or suppose I want to modify any particular column, say for example I want to add constraint, right? So how to do that? So for that purpose we can use alter command here. So first we'll see how to add a column into existing table. So this is syntax for adding a column into existing table. Okay, so alter command we have to use alter table. So which table? We have to specify the table name, and then we have to use add command. Then which column I want to add, that is basically a column name along with its data type. So this is the syntax for adding a column into a table. Okay, now let's try to execute this query. alter table employees. So we are going to add the salary column into this employee table. So this is how we can do add salary decimal 10 comma 2. Decimal 10 comma 2 is the data type, or I can also say numeric 10 comma 2. Both are fine. Okay, if I say numeric 10 comma 2, so it means that in total I can have 10 digits, but after decimal point I can have only 2 digits. So 10 is the maximum number of digits I can have. Okay, so let's try to execute this particular query. So if I run this particular command, what I'm going to get, see, alter table query written successfully. So I have added a salary column inside this employee table. So let's see employee table one more time. Select star from employee, execute, and here you can see the salary table has been successfully added to an employee table. Okay, so this is how I can add or I can remove any column from any table, okay, by using the alter command. So I hope you understand how we can use alter command to add the column. Okay, we can also delete a column. Let's try for that. So here you can see a syntax for dropping a column. If I want to drop some particular column from my existing table, I can use alter command for that. So alter table, table name. Here we have to specify drop, but which column I want to drop. So drop column, we have to specify the column name. That's it. Now let's see one example here. So alter table employees drop column salary. If you observe, we have just added the salary column here, but now I want to drop that particular column. So what we have to do, just simply execute this particular query. So here you can see alter table successfully. Now if I go back to this particular query and run it now, and if you observe, see, that particular column has been removed from the table. Okay, so this is how I can add or remove any column from an existing table. Okay, I hope you understand what is alter command. Now what about drop command? Drop command is used to delete a database object such as table, index or view, or we can drop a database also. So when you drop an object, it is permanently deleted and the data within the object is also lost. So while using this drop command, be careful, because if you drop any particular object, or I can say table, then the data is permanently deleted and data within the object is also deleted. Okay, now how to execute that particular drop command? Simple. Here you can see a syntax for that. Drop table. So which table I want to drop, just specify a table name. That's it. So here you can see drop table employees. Now if I want to drop this particular table, so simply I can execute drop table employees. So if I execute this, the table column will no longer be in the database. So this query deletes the employees table and all the data within it. Okay, so here I have added the notes as well. Use the drop command carefully because it permanently removes the database object and cannot be undone. Okay, because we are dropping a entire structure of a table or a column, right? So this is about the drop command. Now let's discuss about the truncate command. The truncate command is used to remove all the rows from a table, but unlike the delete command, it does not allow you to specify a condition. If we use a delete command, I can specify a condition. Okay, this particular row I want to delete. I want to delete a row of a student whose roll number is this. I want to delete a row of a student whose first name is this. So I can mention a condition in the delete command. So we'll discuss that also. But what happens in the case of truncate? If I simply said truncate table and table name, all the rows will be get deleted. Okay, but structure remains as it is. So this is the syntax for truncate table, table name. Okay, so simply you can execute this truncate table employees. I am not executing this particular truncate table or drop table because again I have to create this particular table. Okay, so truncate table employees. So this query removes all the records from the employees table but retains the table structure for future use. So I can remove all the records from my table and I can use that particular table for future use. Okay, and here I have added one note. So truncate is faster than delete as it does not generate individual row deletion and does not log each row deletion for rollback. Okay, so this is about the truncate command. And if you want to know about a delete command here, so let me add a delete command here. the syntax for delete command. The syntax for delete command is what? So here I have to specify delete keyword, delete, okay, but delete from what? So from I have to use delete from that particular table, so I have to specify table name, but where, which row I want to delete. So that is basically a condition we have to apply, okay. Then we have to execute. So if you see, I don't have a data in the employees table. Let's look for a table student that we have created in the last tutorial. So select star from student here. If I execute this particular query, I am going to get a student table here. So here you can see. Now what I want to remove this particular row for the roll number 21F14. So how to do that? So that is basically what? Delete command. Delete, then from, then you have to specify table name, that is student. Now where, what is the condition? Where roll number equals to what? 21F14. So if I execute this, then this row will get deleted, okay. Now why I have used the roll number only? Why not the name? Why not the age here? Because if you see my structure of a database, roll number is a primary key that is unique and not null. So every student has a unique roll number. So that's why I am using roll number to delete a row. If I say where age equals to 21 here, but there can be other records also having 21 age, so that record will also get deleted. So that's why if I want to remove any particular row, we go for a primary key, okay, because it uniquely identifies each and every row in a particular table. So let's try to execute this particular command now. Delete from student where roll number equals to 21F14. So here we have executed successfully. Now let's see a table. Select star from student. So here you can see third row has been deleted. So this is how the delete command will work. But instead of delete, if I use truncate, then all the rows will get deleted. I don't need to specify any condition. If I want to put condition, use delete command. If you want to remove all the record, use truncate command. Okay. I hope this thing is clear now. Okay. Now we have one more command, that is rename. So we generally use this rename along with the alter command, okay, in PostgreSQL. So what is this rename? Rename command is used to change the name of existing database object. So I can change the name of a table or I can change the name of a column as well. So this is a syntax for renaming a table name. So alter table, you have to specify old table name, then rename to what? Rename to this particular new table. So for example, I have employees table, I want to rename it to staff. So let's see, if I execute this, what will happen? So successfully executed. Now let's try to run the query. Select star from employee, select star from employees. So if I execute this particular thing, what I'm going to get? Nothing, because employees does not exist, because we have renamed it to staff. Now let's look for staff here. So if I execute this, so we have successfully renamed the employees to staff. Okay. I hope you understand what are the DDL command and how to use that. Okay. So you can try it by your own. Just create one table, try to add some columns, delete some columns, delete some tables. Okay. So you can play with this particular command. So this is how you can learn more about the SQL. So you have to practice enough to remember this syntax and how to use that. Okay. So that's it from this particular tutorial. Thank you.